How to look expensive but on a budget. Now, maybe that got your attention, or maybe it turned you off. I've never used that term before, looking expensive, but you see lots of videos on YouTube about just that topic. And here's the thing, I don't think any of us would at least admit to wanting to look expensive. But what we're really saying is we want to look polished. We want to look pulled together and stylish. Maybe we want to look our very best. And we want those things that go with looking expensive, like things that just look really nice, an outfit that really pulls together in a rich way. Or maybe it looks effortlessly chic. So that's what we're talking about today, because there is absolutely no need to sink a lot of money into your budget. You still can look expensive on a budget. Today's video is sponsored by Quint, and when they reached out again to sponsor another video, I just couldn't resist the opportunity to share a video on how to look expensive on a budget, because they really do focus on the one thing that it absolutely takes to look expensive or, hey, polished, pulled together, effortlessly chic on a budget. And that is my tip number one: you just can't substitute good quality. At Quint, they believe that quality is number one, and it absolutely can elevate a person's life. They want everybody to have access to quality, so another thing they prioritize is affordability. And then third, they prioritize sustainability. They look for organic materials whenever possible. They use eco-friendly packaging whenever possible, and they look for good ethical business practices in all of the factories that they work with. How do they make their high quality products so affordable? Well, they've cut out the middleman. They use a factory direct to consumer approach, and so you get a smaller price for really high quality steel. So I really appreciate that. So yes, throughout today's video, I am going to be showing you beautiful fashions from Quint. I am so impressed. Everything you're going to see that is linen, which is most everything I'm showing today, is 100% European linen. It's sourced responsibly from the finest flax in Western Europe. And you're just going to see how beautiful it is. Everything feels good, it moves beautifully, it has a great drape. I am also going to be showing, I think, just one or two items that are 100% cotton, and they are 100% organic cotton. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of fit information before I move on with our tips for how to look expensive or effortlessly chic on a budget. The sizing at Quint, I really find to run true to size. I hear a lot of people saying they think it runs large. I don't really find that to be. Maybe on the smaller sizes it runs large, and maybe as you get up higher it runs big or something, because everything I'm wearing in the tops are mediums and they fit really nicely. I think I must have been having one of those fat days. Do you ever have those where maybe you're really not any bigger than normal, you're just kind of feeling fat that day, and so you order things that are really a higher size than you should have been ordering? I ordered larges in all of the pants, and I shouldn't have. I should have gotten mediums, and I think they would fit true to size. So you're going to see that all of my pants look a little big. The skirt I ordered is a medium, and it fits great, so I don't know what I was thinking. So, you know, take that for what it is, but I really find that for the most part, the sizing at Quint really runs nicely true to size. Throughout the video, I'm going to be giving you some shopping options right here with the YouTube links, by the way. So you can just click on the links. I think they're going to be right over here, and you can shop those. At the same time though, I will still have links down the description box for everything that I'm showing you, so you can shop these outfits in multiple ways. Well, let's move on with those tips. Tip number one was you cannot sacrifice quality. So you're going to see throughout these outfits that I'm showing you for Quint, they really are high quality pieces. You know, my second tip is to keep it simple. When you keep your outfits simple, they simply look a little richer. And right now, elevated basics are still continuing to shine and to really be on trend. And what that means though is that basics have to be anything but basic. They need to be basic pieces, but they need to be polished. They need to have some details, and they need to be constructed and great fabric. And so indeed, these pieces from Quints are. A third tip for looking expensive on a budget. Are you okay with that term? I don't know. It's not my favorite. Let's just call it effortlessly stylish. To look effortlessly stylish on a budget, though, the third thing you want to do is, an option is to create a tonal outfit. A tonal outfit just always looks so rich. First of all, I think it looks a little brave, especially if you go head to toe in a color. So here I am wearing head to toe, or neck to ankle anyhow, a beautiful chili red from Quint. And this is a 100% European linen tank. And then I'm wearing their 100% European linen pant. But you know, you have to be courageous to wear red pants, I kind of think, but you've got to be really brave to wear red neck to toe. But that just looks a little rich, a little expensive, a little effortlessly stylish, because what that says is this woman has confidence. And so she's willing to step out in all red. So that's a great way to look really rich and pulled together in your, whatever you're wearing, whatever you pull from your closet even, is to go tone on tone. It's just always going to look so confident and so beautiful. Now, another way to do that, of course, and really this is my next tip, is to wear all white, especially in the spring and into the summer. It is so sharp to wear any white whatsoever, even just a white top. But if you will go neck to toe or neck to ankle in white, that just looks stunning. So here I've created an outfit, a white on white, with these two pieces from Quint. This is a 100% European linen shirt that I'm actually wearing right now. It's just a beautiful collared button-up shirt. Let's see, I think it only has 3 buttons, so very simple. It has a deep hemline, and I'm wearing it over their 100% European linen pants. Those pants actually even have belt loops. So they do have an elasticized waistband, but if you wanted to wear a belt with them, you could, and they do have beautifully sewn in pockets. So going back to that tip of you just can't sacrifice quality, these pieces do have really quality details like those belt loops and like the pockets. The pockets, I do believe, yeah, they are cotton inside, so they feel really good. They're just sewn in really nicely. All the seams lay really pretty on these pieces. They just iron up really beautifully. My next tip is to keep your accessories simple but impactful. So for instance, with this white outfit, I am wearing some gold accessories. They are big and they are bold, but they are minimal. I'm not wearing a lot of things. I'm not layering on things or just, wearing a lot. I think if you really want to look expensive or effortlessly chic and polished, you're going to want to just choose some pieces that really have impact, but don't overdo it. You really want to not overdo your accessories. My next tip for looking effortlessly chic on a budget is to minimize or not overdo your styling. Now look, I'm a big proponent of styling your outfit, not just wearing an outfit. But right now, it just happens that we have kind of taken a turn when it comes to styling. For a while there, we were just doing all the style hacks, layering on the jewelry, just, make sure you have on a scarf, and then you have on a belt, and you have on some big chunky jewelry and some layered bracelets, and you pop your collar and you turn up your sleeves and just do all the things. Well, now that's looking a little overdone. So my tip to you would be to just maybe do 1 or 2 at the most style hacks. So if you wanted to pop a collar, let that be it, or maybe pop a collar and roll your sleeves if you're wearing long sleeves, but then try not to do anything else. Maybe don't do that front tuck or whatever. So in fact, the whole front tuck thing, I'm doing one in one of the outfits I'm going to show you, is kind of a little passe right now. We are either completely tucking in our shirts, or we are leaving them out. And that's what I've done here with this white outfit. I've just left it out so that it can just drape really nicely, look really casual. It just looks a little bit more stylish and modern, up to date. And so therefore it's going to look a little bit more expensive. You know, my next tip, of course, plays right into all of this, and that is to wear natural fiber fabrics. So that would be, you know, of course, linen, but also cotton and silk, and then things, of course, like cashmere and wool during the winter. But right now for spring and summer, linen is a beautiful option. And yes, it's going to wrinkle, but the wrinkles are just part of the charm. And did you know that the more you wear it, the more you launder it? And I'm not suggesting that you launder it frequently, but the more you wear it and as you launder it, it does get softer. Those wrinkles begin to just kind of fall out, and it really starts to have more body, in fact. So don't be afraid of that. I think linen is such a beautiful natural fiber choice at this time of year. By the way, though, Quince also has a beautiful selection of silk, and I've noticed that they do have some new silk dresses and skirts on their new arrivals page. And so I think you'll find lots of pretty things for weddings and other special events this summer too. My next tip for looking rich, expensive, whatever, on a budget is to wear black. Now, I love black. I just absolutely love wearing it. I love the way it looks. It just is appealing to me. And so this is just one of the options, is just one of the tips. You don't have to do this, but wearing black does always just look a little bit more elevated. And so here I am wearing really my favorite outfit of everything I'm showing you today, and that is a black 100% European linen skirt from Quint. I love the little cutout slit here at the front. It's kind of just to the left of the front there. I think it's just really so pretty and flirty. It's really not too long. It's not any longer than what you would wear, you know, higher up than you would wear probably a pair of shorts. But just looks really pretty and fresh. It does have an elasticized waistband, and what I've done is I've given this gingham, really pretty gingham check shirt, also 100% European linen. I've given it just a little bit of a front tuck, left the shirt hanging out in the back, and then I've added a belt. And that leads me to my next tip, which is to wear cognac accessories. I know I probably sound like a broken record. I say this almost every week lately, maybe for the last year or two, but cognac accessories, especially if you have a couple of them, like if you wear a belt and shoes, or the shoes and the purse or whatever, they just add some richness, especially to a black and white outfit. I think cognac accessories also look really great with blue and white, with blue, with white. Just so many things, orange and blue, that's really pretty too. But with black and white, what that cognac does is it just brings in a little richness. If you were to wear just black accessories here, the outfit just kind of falls flat. It's still pretty, you know, still nice, but those cognac accessories just really make it pop. And so that's just an easy way to go to your closet right now. Make sure you have a cognac belt and some sandals and maybe some heels, and also a cognac bag. When you wear one or two or three of those, especially with a black and white outfit or a white outfit or a blue outfit, you're going to notice that it just pops and it just makes that outfit look a little richer. And by richer, I don't mean money. I mean, you know, visually, it just is richer looking in depth. It adds some depth to the outfit and just really kind of brings it alive. And of course, that does also bring me to my next tip, which is to wear something loose and flowy. Loose and flowy is really on trend right now. We're seeing more and more things that do have that loose and flowy appeal, all the way from barrel jeans, which, you know, just kind of are looser than your typical straight leg jean, to wide leg jeans, and then to things like flowy dresses and skirts like this one. I love the way this skirt works here, but they do have a lot of beautiful dresses at Quint's also. I'm going to show you quickly just a little video of my daughter wearing one of Quint's dresses recently. This is a 100% organic cotton gauze dress, and it is just lovely on Abigail. She is wearing an extra small. She is tiny, but it's a pretty dress, and she had a really good time wearing it the day that we went to the park recently, and I want you to see it. It's in a beautiful cherry red. So that's just an example of a flowy dress that just, just once again, it just looks so effortlessly stylish and chic for this time of year. My next tip is to wear some pretty jewelry. And now I've worn different kinds of jewelry throughout as I've been modeling these outfits, but I specifically want to point you to fine jewelry. I have really started kind of trying to invest a little bit in some fine jewelry in the last couple of years. And as I decided to do that, I realized it's expensive. And so I looked to Quint's, because Quint's has a beautiful collection of fine jewelry, and I am wearing a couple of pieces, I think, or maybe even 3 at one point today from Quint's, and I'm wearing this pretty little necklace that I have on, in fact, right now, this little diamond cluster necklace, so dainty and so pretty. It is, they are diamonds, they are beautiful. And then I always wear, just like all the time, shower, sleep and everything, my little diamond huggy earrings. And these are sold separately. You have to buy them one at a time, but the price is pretty amazing compared to what you would buy or what you would pay for comparable earrings or necklace or other fine pieces of jewelry at other places. So I really encourage you to check Quint's fine jewelry out if you are trying to invest in your fine jewelry. It's just a great way to elevate any outfit, just a jeans and t-shirt. Even if you wear a couple of pieces of fine jewelry, it just immediately makes your outfit look a little bit more, well, I guess expensive is what it does. And my final tip, though, is also to wear navy. Right now, navy is very on trend in this spring and into the summer. I think we're going to see a lot of navy. And I just think you can't beat the classic, truly rich-looking combination of navy and white. I just think that is classic and just lovely, and it will definitely elevate your outfits. I think the temptation sometimes with navy is to pop on a color, and I am all for that. I do love a pretty color, but on that day when you just really want to look a little elevated, you want to look really polished. Let's say maybe you're meeting your child's new in-laws, or soon to be in-laws, or maybe you're doing something else where you just really need to look a notch above. I think a combination of navy and white is so sharp. And I have completed this outfit with cognac accessories, again, just some cognac sandals. Speaking of cognac and sandals and purses too, handbags, Quint's does have a beautiful selection of sandals and handbags. And in fact, I have just ordered these sandals that I'm going to show you here. They were not available when I placed my order for everything else, but they are now. And so I'm going ahead and ordering them. And I just think they're absolutely lovely. They're very similar to some of the ones I've been wearing here, and the quality of that leather is going to be really great. So those are my tips for making your outfits look a little extra, a little bit more expensive, but on a budget. So thank you so much to Quint's for sponsoring today's video. I think you are going to find that sure enough, their quality is just really great, and it really does make your outfits look richer, but the prices are really good. If you haven't checked them out yet, then you need to do that. You're going to find great prices for everyone in your family, and yet they also have great prices now on things like luggage and also home goods. So don't forget to check the links below in the description box and check out Quint's today. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you're new here and you haven't already, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Wednesday. I'll see you again next week, ladies. Have a great week.